Good morning, everybody. I love collecting old things in my home, especially if I can actually use them for something. And I think this retro coffee maker is perhaps the best example. I just love it. It's tiny, it's quaint, and it just feels so nostalgic. And so it just makes me happy. It doesn't actually make the best coffee. I can make better coffee with other things, but the nostalgia points, they are really valuable. So today I'm actually going to be taking you with me to work. Now, I actually have a new job and I love it. I'm working at my favorite coffee shop. It's just my favorite place to be. I was going there for months to do my projects and my studies, and I just got to know the people there really well. And now 2 to 3 days a week, I work there. And so it was making me think about my Cantonese studies, because I would honestly say at this point, I'm about 9 or 10 months in. It's going really, really well. Like, I am so excited to show you my Cantonese progress. And about 98% of all my Cantonese studies have been on the go. Either taking a walk around my neighborhood, but most of all, it's on the commute to work, whether that's to sit down and work on my projects at the cafe, or now actually going to work a shift at the cafe. And I just thought that was really interesting because I didn't plan it this way. It just sort of happened because of the resources that I found that were working for me. And I guess this new life schedule that I found myself in, where I'm spending a lot more time commuting. And so I thought that'd be a really fun thing to share with you today. So yeah, that's the plan. I just want to have a couple of warm sips of coffee before we go out there into the beautiful English weather. Okay, so it is raining, but hopefully it's not going to interfere too much with the video. This is ridiculous. Okay. It's actually not too bad right now. So for most of my Cantonese journey so far, I've actually been using one single resource for the most part, which was Pimsleur. And originally, that's because I just couldn't find anything that I liked. And in the very beginning, I found that Cantonese was just very, very, very difficult to get started with. And so I kind of remembered how Pimsleur has a lot of different options, and I've used Pimsleur in the past, especially for languages like Cantonese, where there's not a lot of resources, and it's just one of those languages where for an English speaker, it just takes a lot of effort just to get started, just to kind of wrap your head around the tones, the pitch system. And so Pimsleur felt like a really good choice. And it turned out to be really, really great. And I've been very happy. And because I've had a few different waves of Cantonese study, so I've had moments where I was studying every day for a couple of weeks, and then I might have a week where I didn't get a lot of studying done. So usually what happens is I will go back and review things. So the first 10 lessons of Pimsleur Cantonese, I've probably studied them like 3, maybe even 4 times. And then lesson 10 to 20, I've probably done 2 or 3 times. And then, the last 10 lessons, maybe just once, possibly twice. So because of that, I've actually really, really gotten very, very comfortable with the material inside of Pimsleur. And so it's really taken me quite a long way. And I just finished it maybe 3 weeks ago. Typically, on this little stretch of my walk, I would have been doing Pimsleur audio and just repeating all these phrases. Whew, okay, So now I'm on the last little bit of the journey, and so usually at this stage I switch over to a slightly different activity, which is I start making my own conversations with myself, trying to use all the words and phrases that I just learned. And I actually like to record these so I can share with you some examples of this from the last few months. And they're always ridiculous. I think actually the more silly and funny, the better. So I just basically start talking to myself in Cantonese. 小姐，而家百貨公司開唔開門啊？唔開，點解啊？因為而家太夜啦，仆街。但係嗰間公司開咗門啦，點解啊？我點知？拜拜。And I actually really do find that because everything is so fresh in my mind, I generally am pretty good at using all the stuff that I just learned. And I often surprise myself with how much I can say, considering I just learned it a few minutes earlier. And I do really like being able to record the conversation because I can listen to it later. I could ask for feedback. So yeah, it's just become a really nice little learning routine. Now, in the last few weeks, because I finished Pimsleur Cantonese, they only have one level, which I think is actually already plenty because there's only so far I can go with audio only. And the format does get a little bit tiring after 9-10 months. So recently what I've been doing is actually I downloaded a playlist offline on YouTube of beginner Cantonese videos, and what's really nice is they're mostly phrases around a certain topic, and so they have English and Yutping, like Cantonese subtitles. So what I do is I listen to it on the train, and every time I see a phrase that I really like, I screenshot it, and then later I go back and I've started creating an Anki deck, pulling in all these really good words and phrases, and I've even been grabbing the audio as well. 今日好天啊，而家熱熱地. So yeah, let's see. I am 1 minute early. Here we are. And I'm really excited because this morning I am actually going to be starting a brand new sketchbook project that I've been waiting to do for so long. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be using Posca paint pens and colored sketchbook paper, and I think it's going to be super fun, and I'm hoping to make some language learning themed art through this process. Oh my god. I am so excited about how this tiny painting turned out. I just had to come back. I'm like 3 hours earlier than I planned, but I just have to show you this beautiful little painting. Okay, are you ready? I'm so excited about how this turned out. And ta-da! Oh, I am I'm just so delighted with this. And it probably looks so simple and like, what's the big deal? But I've been really wanting to do this project for probably 3 months now. And I just kept kind of procrastinating and getting my materials together. And I think it's just because, again, I'm so new to creating art in general. I've never really worked with analog traditional media like this. And these paint pens just feel like such a wonderful way to start creating things that feel so handcrafted and hand touched and tactile. And, I've been making my digital work as handcrafted as I can, but there's something just magical about actually putting paint on paper like this. And so I hope that it wasn't too annoying to share this part of the day with you, but I really hope that it at least makes you smile because, the world is just such a weird place right now. And I have really been struggling personally just with all of the bad things happening in the world and all the bad news. And, I'm sure we can all feel this in our own personal ways. And I just feel this really deep need to just put good vibes into the world. I just want to do whatever I can in my own tiny way to just like tilt the scale a teeny tiny bit in that direction. And so I just hope whatever you're feeling today, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, I just hope that this teeny tiny little painting will inspire you to be brave. And let's just keep supporting each other and keeping the good vibes flowing. Thank you for watching this video today. I really apologize if it was a bit chaotic. This is, my first time in a very long time doing something like this, and I really want to get back into just documenting my day, sharing some hopefully helpful information or something useful, and sharing my good vibes and my excitement with you all. So let me know what you think. Let me know how I could make this better, and I will see you very soon for another one of these minimalistic, simple videos. All right, bye.